Waiting with the dual Berettas in a bit of a bait and switch here in at top banana.
But surely NAVI don't just walk around this corner willy-nilly with no grenades. Surely they have a plan here. They're waiting for Nico to force that kill. Goes for a jiggle. They're closer. Nico's ready. Awareness. Hits his shot. Backs up. JL does finish that kill. And here's m0NESY at the corner. He's got to do it all. They see those dualies. They pull back. Don't want anything to do with this. Still, all the grenades available for NAVI.
I just started running away, so did TeSeS, but they both recommitted here. NAVI still going into a double setup. IEM's backstab will get stopped by that moto smoke. Oh no! NAVI shut down in the pistol. Repelled from that B play by the presence of m0NESY and those dual Berettas. IEM had all that space. You thought he was about to get the kill to send them in, but that motor smoke denied him vision.
I don't think you can look at it like, oh, the motor smoke.
It kind of sounds like Let's Go, which is another one of his.
I like
you might blur them together sometimes, but I'll let you know. NAVI, here are the guns. They go lax on the banana control instead. They really want to be involved in top mid. m0NESY upset the pace of Wonderful there. Good timing on the nade pull, but you need the follow through out of Magisk. One won't cut it as now TeSeS, lone defender, trying to buy time. How many more can TeSeS find? Fresh mag put in the MP9. TeSeS, one-man army, still offering up resistance. Won't stop, don't stop. TeSeS does all he can and then some, and now it's just Alexi.
Right in the face, that stick is ballsy, but the double nade lands right on top. Alexi lucky to be living, 4 health, barely living. How does he pick a position to win this round? They should surely get the trade. Nico and Kixon waiting for the smokes to expire. Gives Alexi time advantage, but that kick cuts it down. Can they find the clean kill? Nico pre-fires this corner angle. Alexi gets back on it. They climb up and over. That's the kick. Can he drop it out of position? Kixon coming in, gets the spot, running out of time, but still enough to win the round here for Team Falcons. So he can fight alongside his captain.
That's a little awkward, but still, Kixan, good to deliver. Wanted to get a bit more out of that. Nico going back in to lend a helping hand. Has opened up a route into this B site now. A hole that Falcons weren't prepared for either, with all that control down towards B. These rotates are slow to arrive. NAVI get themselves a bomb plant. Gun retrieved for IEM, a resmoke available as well, just to waste even more time in this retake. This is a powerful position for NAVI, not a round that Falcons want to give over. This was pistols and a hero gun, and that hero gun's barely at a part to play. IEM adds one more to the NAVI tally. Magisk dead. It's all eyes on m0NESY. 1v2 goes looking. And now they know that Bit was back in the spawn. He's committing to this. He's staying on it. Bit swings wide. m0NESY will find him. This is a nail-biter of a defuse. m0NESY with just enough time to make that happen. Clutch found. Ilya the Kid in the server. 4-0 for Falcons. And that round is saved.
Yet he does. All power here for Wonderful. m0NESY will meet him.
Falcons, one of the few teams that are still willing to really live and die on banana fights. It is a fixture of their Inferno. The Nico Kixan combo over towards B. And it is a potent mix. You know, Nico's a menace here, and you know that about him.
Ooh, what?
I don't think you can sleep on Kixan either, and what he brings to the table. It's clear he shares the Nico vision for how to go about approaching this side of the map. And right now, he's even got Wonderful locked in this kind of stalemate over on Banana with the bomb on his back. So even as Bit gains some ground and has IEM alongside him, that bomb still has to survive the journey out of there. Nico and TeSeS clamp down on the A play in the downtime, and Wonderful dead to that late swing out of Kixan, the one that he was waiting for all round long.
Hit the Firewalker. already seeing that pose a bit of a problem to NAVI, who can't get this. They haven't had a chance to be executed in this game, right? And not getting a car for free. This is a round they're really fighting for it, but so is Nico. Unrelenting with a double. He's sitting in the Molotov. Doesn't even mind. Down to 1 health. Nico gets both kills. And that's NAVI putting a lot of pressure in that position. It would have been so easy for Nico to just back up, go to the bomb site.
You've got that as kind of the ultimate fail-safe, right? You know that as NAVI are posturing, if they are going to end on this B side of the map, you can really take the wind out of their sails. Now, Bit does still have this nade, but it just gets lobbed out now to clear the sandbag. So there's no world to blow this open for NAVI. They're left as the
Oh! Dunked on!
Alexi with the lineup.
Smoke that.
Nico just died to a smoke, and that could cost them everything here.
They're in the site. They've got full control. Might have to be another Monacy retake. Not every day you see that util find a kill. NAVI have been given an opportunity. They have to seize it. Falcons are going for this. Last second.
They're going to try a wild call of their own. Leaving this really down to the wire, but nothing getting presented. Tess says, first kill found, but there just isn't time to win this. Falcons decided they don't want the smoke. Monacy might find all the kills on the exit, but Alexi B.
Unreal.
With the lineup.
The cool part about that is if they just throw a standard CT smoke, it's not going to kill Nico, but they throw the one that bounces to land on the boost, which is where Nico's playing. You couldn't write it. Save that lineup. Look at the bounce. Perfect. Oh, he ran into it. He ran into it.
It was Nico realizing, oh God, the smoke's going to kill me, that got him killed. He ran.
He had to laugh that off, yeah. Okay, I like this. Quick.
Contact, yeah. Util getting lobbed out on the fly. They hope that that element of surprise can bring them in, but Nico looking to send them packing. He'll have his revenge. No nades will find him here. Nico locking down this B side of the map, puts a stop to Navi's offensive. Spam's even close. Has support as well, right? Tesses was here from the start of the round as a third player over towards B. He's now tucked himself in, stealing himself away. Nico has missed the timing on these spots, but it's something he should be aware of here. Still caught off guard. Tesses now has to win this, and he will manage it cleanly. 2 quick kills from Tesses, concealed at the back of the site.
.40 seconds and still 4A. They were 4A from the start of the round. Kixon doesn't even have a util at B. They just believe this is the A hit. They believe right. Even gets a crucial entry. Stuck in the open. Nico needs to hold this down. Monacy's missed his shot. Nico's still standing at long, but Monacy's doing nothing here. 2 missed AWP shots. Nico and Magis trying to stop this split, but it's only Nico. And he might have to give it up. NAVI breaking on short. A couple of missed AWP shots goes a long way. This is such a dangerous turtle for Falcons. I mean, the shell. I don't know how NAVI break through.
Sticking to their guns as they hear all this util as well. Now they know that it is this A play. JL gonna get melted. Magisk falling down in the pit, but it's Nico. He's the guy that's supposed to win this round for the Falcons, the 4th player. They have no idea that he's here, but an important clear out of a 1 HP EMA. Monacy arrives now. I mean, he's already picked up a 1v2 for Falcons, but that nade's pretty huge. If he nades sight, EMA should be dead. But right now he wants the element of surprise. Oh, and slow on the AWP. And not looking like this one should come through for Monacy. Doesn't know the presence of this second player actually in the site with EMA.
IEM is dead to bomb, so he may as well just gun out and run for it. Ooh. Right, 2 op saved.
This is exactly what NAVI wanted though, right? We were saying they had to start a streak when they finally broke through. There is still hope in this game yet for NAVI to hold on to. Look like Falcons are going to swallow them up whole now. Even this 8-4, you know, you give yourself a bit of breathing room in that second half at least.
Wow, Kixan.
I mean, this is Kixan and Nico all over. This is how they love to go about Banana. They were active for that first fight. Now they take space away, but Alexi has opened up that back door. A chance for an A play now. Bit just runs down Magisk in the pit. He's been having a bit of an awkward go at it in this A site. Monacy found as well, pincered between long, short, and the apartments. Kixan and Nico were last spotted aggressive down through Banana, and so for the time being, IEM has been dispatched to watch this push up through mid.
Good read from Alexi. They do a lot of B pressure early, even though they lose JL. Forces Monacy's rotate. He takes the gap. NAVI have put together a well-done T side, and there is no saving this 2v4. Backstab is there. Nice flick for Kixan, but it's not meant to be, as NAVI are here. They've landed in Melbourne, and they're looking to come back against Team Falcons on a new roster.
Kixan and Magisk lobbing in a fake here. Yeah. 2 sets of util in, but the bomb waiting in the apartments. Now that triggers the rotate. NAVI have fallen for this. Hook, line, and sinker playing right into the hands of the Falcons. Wonderful, picked up. And JL, that lone defender over at B, now the last man standing.
And if you're JL, you feel so responsible because you say, the double smoking. You're probably panicking a bit on the comms. Hey, it looks like a B. Maybe you need to rotate here. And NAVI just run into the setup. That is the exact reaction that Falcons wanted. If NAVI safe rotate... Oh god, apps pop.
Wonderful might be in a good position, but flashes leave him blind. Bit alone, doing everything he can. Ball tumbles away, Bit continues to hold on.
Dude.
Topping the charts right now for NAVI. The one guy who is hitting his stride, it's Bit. 3 kills on that 5-7. The rest of the gang now have to finish what Bit started. Monacy shut down. And they've got Bit to thank for that. NAVI. Oh, caught shuffling the util around. This is going to throw the timing off massively for NAVI. It looked like they still wanted to hang around in top mid there, but they don't have the choice in the matter anymore. Match is teeing up these flashes to try and get his teammates out the long side. Tessez will get caught. They need to deal with this site player, and they will overrun Wonderful. IEM caught in the rotate as well. And so that pace change for Falcons comes at a perfect time.
I love those flashes from Magist, throwing them over pit from apps. Doesn't matter that he gets smoked. Oh my god, no way. No way. They've done it. Oh, denied.
Thank goodness for Kixan.
Yeah. That was scary. JL dead as well. You're gonna fall for it. Bit in the pit though, that's who you're challenging. And as this happens, Wonderful moves in on A as well. The fake is coming in. Kixan's full selling it. He's in the bomb site. 20 seconds.
Really late.
Bit checks it. Now they know it's all a ruse. It's all a rumble. Wonderful's in the site. And Falcons aren't getting away with this again. Perfect flash. And Monacy just swung. Bit. The time to kill is ridiculous. And Nico just trying to save. Oh, looked for the orb, but it's a really nice recovery for NAVI, who don't make the same mistake twice. You got to give them that.
I mean, all this is doing the job of kind of showing is that Navi's util over towards Banana, how they actually go about denying this control, is good. Right, Falcons are certainly gaining more ground over towards A at the start of the round, and that's lulling them into going for these takes. But NAVI want the A plays. Bit dead after 2. You would like to think that that's enough. NAVI fully scramble the rotates as well. They bring everyone over towards this A side of the map. They change their tune on that. Both B players going back. Wonderful now gets the spot. That's the bomb seen deep through short, but it's Nico's catch that brings them into this round. Double up out of the apartments. Suddenly you're left wondering, that 2K from Bit might not have been enough.
Good volley.
And so it's not in getting tested on this B site that JL's 5 kills will be put under the microscope here. It's in this retake. Him and Alexi have got to combine to find this for NAVI. Flash through, Tessez repositions, swinging out now and taking a lot of damage. Tessez will get finished off. And NAVI stick the landing on that 4v2. And so Nico draws back. That might change the mind of Falcons. Being re-smoked at 30 seconds, they have to go back.
They're not going to check this. Oh, disastrous. IEM holds the shot. This is it. This is all for NAVI. They're going for the BXEC. 2 CTs in position. Perfect Molotov for Alexi. The util has been excellent. And JL's teeing up a flash to try and shut this down.
Second flash out from the spawn. It's IEM just peppering them through. Bomb caught out in no man's land. And JL! Next to no impact in the game so far, but he gets it now. And it's that 3K that brings them on a map point.
Sure, even he doesn't know what he just did, how he just got 3. They lined up, and a game that was going so well for Falcons just feels empty by the time it ends. A very strange map. And one where NAVI have absolutely earned this. If they can close it now without a blemish on this CT side. JL even finds an opening kill, entering double digits. Nico just going to try brute force right now, but the block comes in. Let's get the spam kill off. 2 more CTs here. Knowing IEM's here is a warning for Falcons to stop. JL is low.
No Nico in the picture either, so it's down to the rest of them. And in rounds like this, really, you'd love to say you want m0NESY to find his impact.
Hasn't had a kill in a long time.
JL picks one off through the smoke. It's Magisk and it's Tessez. Left to try and keep Falcons on Inferno for 1 round longer. This was a game they were 7-1 up. They were storming the board in that first half. But as the game has raged on, a more terrifying figure emerges. Bit with a phenomenal map, keeping NAVI afloat and alive long enough for the rest of the roster to wake up. NAVI lock in Falcons map pick of Inferno.
It's the map that they dominated on at their peak with this roster, and even now find solid wins on it. So NAVI coming in with all the confidence of that first map comeback, and Alexi shoots Tessez for his teammate's head. That's a great shot from m0NESY mid-air, but IEM blasts his face off up close. Kixon in the B-bomb site, jumping up and over, finds the bomb. It's loose now. It's a recovery mission, and there's no recovery in this round. Bomb dropped, players on the short side. IEM's trying to make it happen. With low health, he finds a 3rd headshot, and suddenly, script flip back. Turn a new page, it's Magisk in the clutch.
I know where he is now as well. Bomb retrieved. Magisk still looking for that challenge, but IEM keeps up the strong start to his pistol, finishes it off with a 4th to open up the second half and deny the conversions.
See ya.
And so you want a bit of a supporting cast now to step up around him. If IEM can join the ranks, and it doesn't have to be a bit one-man army, that gets way more comfortable for NAVI. They lose him early on in this round. Another kill comes forth from the m0NESY scout as NAVI will go pressuring into the spawn. They don't like what they see. Another back from Magisk. And spawn control denied. Instead, they go looking for Tessez. It's a lot of damage done to him back in the connector. And they chase that kill down and give themselves a little bit of breathing room here. A far better position now to look back and fight the spawn. It's just m0NESY. Both these players tagged up, so that scout is going to hit like an AWP, but round's too far gone.
Hot take, I don't think they're that bad.
No, I know, but when you're in NAVI, you don't be in NAVI to be not bad or just good. You want to try and be the best, right? And
sure.
JL. And Bit. Oh, that's awkward.
Not an awkward.
That's really awkward. Wonderful now is to clutch up. Kicksan's delivered a double from nowhere. Falcons could get on the board right now. This was meant to be a done deal for NAVI. And Kicksan makes them walk it back. IEM will take a nade to the face. Double nades at that. They are really hurting IEM as he tries to lurk out through lower. It's still waiting back over here towards Palace. Could get the drop on m0NESY, but that was your best chance to find him. Now that AWP is going to be ready. Posted from the spawn.
It's got to
It's
do
the lurk from IEM that lends a real helping hand here, getting out through the jungle and opening up this path for them to cross on in.
Sure, that works. m0NESY bailing? Are they like already leaving? He pulled back from spawn. He never even tried to play this round. I'm very surprised to see him do so.
You know, kind of CT if m0NESY had hung around, but
yes.
even then,
yes,
scary.
At the same time, I think those are the rounds that m0NESY wins you out of nowhere, right? Like that's what he's there for.
A little bit later on, Consmoke dropped in. Double purpose to that, right? It gives IEM a little channel to move through out the connector on a timing, and it also denies vision. JL might get that first, blinded, able to rescue a second. And now Bit strikes out through the apartments. That's a clean sweep of the A site for NAVI.
It's a classic NAVI A split, right? And it didn't even require IEM to do anything, but his presence is such a nuisance for Falcons. They know what they're up against. And the spacing is so nice, even with good flashes. JL full blind, able to convert his second kill. NAVI make it look so easy. And they've got that AWP trapped as well. That's a crazy shot for m0NESY on the jump up, but they're coming for him. They know the value of removing this AWP. You can win a round CT side Mirage on your own.
100%, right? Especially when it's m0NESY donning it. Even in a game where he's not had the usual performance you expect from him. m0NESY is very much the type of guy that can win you around on his own with this AWP, so they really want to knock it out. If they do, they have a tremendous degree of freedom in that next round, and so they will knock that AWP out of m0NESY's hands. I mean, Falcons aren't fighting for mid, but they are fighting for all the avenues spring off from it. They're really hoping that this play comes in over towards Cap, but IEM has just been a master of threading the needle on these timings.
Oh, it doesn't even take it.
Doesn't take that chance kill on an eco. Instead, he wants the round win. He wants the surprise B kill. And there it is. Teed up. Oh, Kicksan turned. Good realization from IEM. Good flick back to find him. Just because waiting here since the start of the round as their third player over towards short, but IEM just taps him out cleanly.
He's not missing.
And now it's lurks on lurks. Nico survived the crossing of IEM last time, but Bit is not so forgiving. And once more, m0NESY is left saving this AWP.
What a turnaround in the series for IEM. Bottom performer with JL on that previous map.
Have to be involved though.
Yeah, he's been,
and the money has decided the outcome of this.
I think they've also requested him to be playing CT. He's been solo A, so he's not, he's playing passive. Now he actually gets to force kills going through the smoke. Magic stops Bit in his tracks on that Palace play. He's going to get flashed back out.
Supportive util. m0NESY has to leave. He's smoked off. Magic still up through the Palace control, but he is being lurked on by IEM, who has been able to find every single gap in the Falcons' defense.
Ouch.
Oh, that's awkward for Wonderful. Right as he leaves the line, m0NESY moves in. That AWP finally striking and having impact while the round is live. 2 on 3 now, and it was just that AWP to worry about in this round, but with success from Magisk and Tessez. Now m0NESY on the board. Deagle's closing in. The net is closing around NAVI. They need to alleviate some of this with a kill, and they don't convert on a Nico. It's just Alexi. m0NESY's AWP holds that angle and locks in a surprise win for the Falcons. I feel like you kind of want IEM playing first here.
Yeah, so it looks like
JL's
not
they definitely, you know, especially with the third resmoke in the window, they won't expect JL. If IEM is spotted in that kill feed, Wonderful shot on the board first. IEM trying to get on the board, and there's JL pouncing in through the back line.
Poor Nico just shot in the back of the head. So many of these rounds. Bit comes flying. About this series, Wonderful has been really reliable. And yet Nico's in window and connector, and he's just getting shot in the back most of this game.
Yeah, the thing that's been
NAVI's
nice
got him right where they want him.
On the Wonderful topic is like, yeah, he's not having these like crazy sequences, but he is nailing every trade, it feels like. Okay, that's fine. Bit able to deal with it, even flicking back on a Nico. All a bit wet and wild over towards the A side, but m0NESY slipping and sliding over towards jungle, looking for that fruit back in. Forced off by the molly, he's burning alive. Too hot to handle for m0NESY.
Scolding.
And okay, last time NAVI were in this position, they kind of threw away the 3v2, right? And that was what gave Falcons that first round on the board. This time, they are far safer with it. There's no crazy outlandish angle being held by Bit on an AWP.
Here we go. Here's some proactive play. Kicks and pushing B all the way. Bit's just going to look for a clean headshot. Nico, don't get shot in the back. Jump spot and CT heard. Bit, beautiful kill. Oh, Nico needed that just for confidence, if nothing else. Trying to stay alive in this round towards connector. JL's hunting him down. This con-split's coming in. IEM finally humbled by Nico. It's taken all game. m0NESY in middle, and 1 by 1, it seems like Falcons might find a third.
Let's not count him out of this just yet. JL in a very powerful position here. Flung out over towards the spawn. He'll continue to go fishing through the back line of the Falcons. He needs this fight. If he gets it, runway is open to a 2v4 for him. And oh my God! Jay Legend, all right. What is that? m0NESY, last one standing. 2 bullets cut through his teammates like a hot knife through butter. Can m0NESY be the one to deliver this? Gets past Wonderful, but is there stopping JL? With the hot hands he currently possesses, m0NESY will! Oh my God! m0NESY clutches up to find 3 for the Falcons. You know, his kind of absence early in the game felt so notable. Fast play out in towards the A site for the Falcons. NAVI teed up to play retake here. They're going to have to lend a lot of time to JL on this flank.
Yeah, like too much time for the fact they don't have a kit. It's full spawn setup. Lexi with the flashes. Falcons with the flashes as well. Out they go, and in come NAVI with some kills. Last bullet had to hit. m0NESY recovers after a bit of a twirl. Here's the flank. Got to go right in right now and get these kills. JL climbing up, still gets that headshot. They win it! They win it like that.
What?
How did they win that? How did they win that?
Where did this come from?
They got it.
He had a diabolical map 1. He looked like a shell of himself.
It was that 3K in the last round.
3K in the last round where like it wasn't even on the upside after the BS jump shot. Like it actually can't get any worse. So hey, there's always that. Let's see what Falcons can do. They've got some control over middle. It's been given to them by NAVI. Weren't looking to hang around and fight this. IEM gets the smoke blowing open, but Nico still wins that fight. That's the opening. Kicksand's trying to take the room on the back of it. And kill comes for free. Big old hole in the NAVI defense after the con kill. NiKo will slide right into the gap that he created. Ooh. Jittery, he's spooked, and
wow.
Wonderful gonna be the one to take the edge there. JL now looking on from the spawn. Offers up one more. This felt like it was a Falcons round all day long after a double kill entry out through the connector, but Wonderful's called all that into question. It's Alexi with this blessed MP9.
Boom.
Nade comes in, he gets it. Oh my god, it's Alexi versus Tesses. The beef from the last round, the 1v1 jump shot. Can Alexi do it to him again? Oh, he's jumping. He's charging up his special move.
Boom.
Another nade, more damage. Brings Tesses down to the one-shot headshot realm. Spam connects as well. Tesses is wounded. Deagle pulled for Alexi, but he can't quite get a bearing. Whittled down, finished off. Tesses will get his revenge.
Doesn't feel too consequential right now.
Gonna need to cook in some of these early fights. You are a bit at the mercy of Falcons, right? They just out-util you here. They're able to lock off these angles in mid. Don't have the flashes to, recommit, clear this nades to blow smokes open, so you are on the whim of the Falcons. Ema plucks one from the racks. JL aggro out through short, but silenced after one. These are good trades from the Falcons.
Oh, they missed it. Well, that cost them. Oh, good shot for Tesses. He really had to hit that. The bomb was coming in late, low, and middle. Magisk out of Palace. Really should be a save here for Wonderful. Falcons just trying to survive in this series. Find their way to 5, and they do it with 3 up. Makes all the difference at this point. You don't want the game to come down to economy when you've already got such a long comeback in front of you. Gonna get full AKs. But both players tucked, really playing for the apartments play right now. This is a good setup for Na'Vi. As long as they check short, Alexi turns in time, he gets a dink. It's not enough. Ema needs to hold strong. He's going to rock this game, but he's going to get blocked after 1. JL's crept out. They might not know about this. Kixon tries to clear. The grenade is good, but JL's got cover from the AWP. He's running into the shot. Can't save him there. Dink is nice, but Wonderful in the sight. Bomb naded. This is so weird, and Na'Vi just keep throwing themselves in. NiKo too late, looking for lurkers. Maybe arriving just in time. 1v1, headshot machines on either side. NiKo be bit, and he's going to tap him out. That's the confidence-inspiring round that we needed from NiKo. Here we go, 2-round split. No AWP. Oh, m0NESY opening up. Now we're reaching execute on the A side. Magisk can go through that smoke. Molly on the top of the balcony, out they come.
Molly gonna go in. But Alexi played over the top of the Palace Molly, so he gets out with 1 for free. Still, time was limited on Alexi. And that plant found for Falcons. A man down in this retake. Na'Vi, if they're not given a reason to go for this, they might never attempt it. Bit goes fishing, looks for that first kill. It's JL to reclaim it. 2 kills from him out towards the spawn. Na'Vi, this is the best position they've been in yet. The best spot they've been in a long time. And m0NESY looking to take it all away.
Default
in the 1v1. But m0NESY puts on a clinic. You finally get that big m0NESY round, and it keeps this comeback alive for the Falcons.
Oh, that's devastating. He could have just gotten on it. He could have just gone straight to the site.
For Na'Vi's AWP. Wonderful decides he wants to be involved. He wants to make a play. Active on that AWP. NiKo gets picked up first.
He's trying to force it out with a jiggle, but Wonderful quick today.
Wonderful started this with the opener, but now m0NESY is about to face him head-on from ramp. If Wonderful hits this, the round is teed up for Na'Vi, but the flash gets him off the line. Now m0NESY owns this angle. Bit is that next point of contact. Tucked in over towards Sandwich. He'll get overran. m0NESY delivers. IEM dead. Falcons break through. JL, he had his moment. He had his chance last time from this exact position. Can he provide anything to NAVI here? Flash leaves him blind. JL. This has got to be his moment, because if not, it's over for NAVI. They're broken this next round. The comeback would be complete for the Falcons. Alexi 1v2 knows about this player trapped under the palace. Just has Tessez, the man that he jumping one shot earlier on a beat, but he can't get past him. Revenge is sweet for Tessez.
I don't know how NAVI win this.
It gets out to a strong position, but he will struggle to get away with much from here past that first contact. Flash comes out. It's got to be a seamless couple of kills here from Bit, but it's just the one. Magisk and m0NESY offer up those trades, and it is the trade work from Falcons that has set them apart here. m0NESY looking to close, 25 kills deep. A comeback that felt impossible. 11-3 down, but they stick the landing. Falcons had no business winning that. They take 10 rounds straight on their way to a comeback. This series rages on. Falcons still in with a shot of the playoffs. We'll have support as well from m0NESY, and he's going to have his work cut out for him, but I feel like these are good angles for Nico. This is all a bit of a ruse anyway. NAVI actually intend to break away from short and get out middle. In doing so, they'll play into the hands of Kixan and Magisk. Kixan's clean with it. Oh, and there's Magisk throwing his hat in the ring.
Yeah, sure. Makes it look easy. That was a nice mid to be for NAVI. They had good positions. The bait worked well.
GL is going to be able to find some space over towards cat or mid. That would be fantastic. Ideally, the catwalk. But that is where Falcons are going to look to head. Now the long's been taken. Still, they're caught in an awkward period of transition here. Haven't quite made it across the short yet. JL waits and collects his kills on players in middle. m0NESY should already be thinking about saving this M4.
Great cover for Wonderful. We didn't see it, but while a player was on ramp, he got the headshot on the default player, saving Bit's life. And that will send NAVI into this death trap.
The fact that Kixan's been down a cool, a read like this and play a gamble over towards B so early in this game is mad. They're not ready for Nico. Got to get out cleanly with that one. Fresh M4 picked up. Nico still going, not stopping, not slowing down. Third gun, third weapon switch, and even more. Nico with all 5. That's a Nico play right there. Gun game. Oh, that's a thing of beauty.
It's an arms race. Nico right to the top. Every single weapon and every bullet destined for NAVI. What a beautiful bait and switch. Expertly done. After a pretty dismal start to last map, it is the opposite here. 8-1, 9-1, decapitation. About to pounce. Magisk up close. It's a good off angle. Still needs to be clinical. There's the first. Magisk swings out. Good trade for JL. Nico goes through the smoke. He didn't need to. Kixan had it on lock. Going to swing with the HE. And the flashbang caught in the open is Bit. And bit by bit, NAVI drip dry in this round. 1v3 for JL. And m0NESY won't let it begin. Kixan is a rock at this B-bomb site right now. Sure, Nico's taken the cake, but he's held it as well both times he's been asked to.
m0NESY looking to be the solution to this catwalk problem right now. Forced back by the util, and now they do pick up the pace. This is a bit of a switch up, but m0NESY's quick with it. Util primed. He's trying to give himself a fighting chance here. One man's closed the distance. Alexi is in the sight. m0NESY might have to hit a flick if he wants to stay alive. Plant now found. m0NESY knows a player is there. Flick back to IEM. He's aware about Alexi. m0NESY doesn't miss a beat. Doesn't give them time to catch their breath. Never get comfortable. NiKo top in the charts. m0NESY in there right behind him. Also 7-0 on the AWP.
Okay. Getting a bit hairy out here. Pitcher solo through the long smoke. Hey, he closed last map with it. Hits his tag. Just going to play retake here.
Gotta watch his timing. m0NESY over at long.
Oh, dear.
Bested by Alexi. Gap starting to close on. Tess says he's getting pincered. They're in the site. They're out the long doors. Goes back. Goes looking for Alexi. Leaves it to chance. And, well, that will come up short. Speaking of coming up short, Falcons are here. Wonderful. Full blind. Knocked off the perch. JL falls as well. Alexi is to finish what he started. 2 kills deep already. Now you need a 1v2 from the captain of NAVI.
It's a crazy reroute.
This reroute is mad. All the way around in a spawn. Alexi's been allowed to reposition. There's so little time left. They're going quietly here, but Alexi...
they've got it.
Golden opportunity for him still. NiKo got that kill so quickly. This is close. It's down to the wire, but it's still a Falcons round.
Dude, what? I can't believe they reroute and they walk there. Alexi thinks he's already won the round. He checks sight. He's like, they're not up. Is there any hope? Fast B smokes.
Oh, that's awkward timing on the nade pull for Magisk. Still gets back in time. Need to have a Magisk moment.
It worked.
Oh, a lot of bullets for him at least, and there's the support from his team. And
get him.
What he does have is faith in his teammates right now. Alexi does what he can again, but Alexi can't be the one-man army for NAVI. Not when he's up against the full force of the Falcons.
Yeah, this one's cooked, folks.
And you know, when we're cutting back to NAVI and you're seeing them all sit there, red in the face, head in their hands.
All game.
I think as far as they're concerned, they have lost this series. You know, and it's rough to see, but it feels like they've shut down.
What a capitulation.
The dynamic duo of Falcons.
All right. Here's him coming.
Good pace on this at least, right? They get past Kicksan. He wasn't ready for that.
No. Did he jump over? JL, I think, jumped over him. I don't know what happened to Mitch.
Unk don't got it. And so now, 3v4.
Shooting ghosts. I mean, play. You might not win it, but let's see what Falcons can do.
NiKo and m0NESY are still alive, bro.
Yeah,
you're believing you're going to win this.
Go on.
And NAVI are simultaneously believing they might lose this.
Good molly.
Desperate for anything on this T side, but that molly is going to force a reaction out of Alexi. Is going to bring him into the crosshair of NiKo. Now they've got util to kickstart this. A lot of time ticked off the bomb already, but you've seen that Falcons feel fine playing to the extremities. Down to this, and IEM finally arrives. 2 key kills to find something for NAVI on this T side.
His first 2 kills of the whole game, and they do shut down a last-second retake for Falcons, so...
I think that's felt so weird for NAVI is they're getting all this control over Cap, but they've struggled to convert this to round wins. This time, though, m0NESY's a little slower getting back. And so they find him on the openers. Wonderful, and Alexi will follow through. And so finally, NAVI get to show us what they've been wanting to do with this cat control.
Yeah,
so often, Falcons have given this up. But very rarely have NAVI been able to find success on the back of it.
Killing m0NESY for free certainly helps. You just double down after that. You send it. Nice entries for NAVI. Don't think m0NESY expected to get hunted that quick. Also, he's on that like fallen angle, the risky headshot angle of the orb. And the first player crouch peeked. So he didn't actually see the first player get out. So they actually had better timing than he was ready for.
You want Alexi, you know, you're happy he's doing this, but this has to just be, you know, a bandage fix for now. You hope that someone else moves up through the ranks to help him. It won't be Bit to close out this T-half. He falls first. Alexi B continuing to try and give NAVI hope. That is a big trade for him to have picked up. Now he's even closing the gap, looking to play on the back of it. I mean, he's the one guy with a bit of confidence behind him right now for NAVI. Let's see if Alexi can lead by example here. He's taking all that space. Much like how he found that opener on a m0NESY in the last, he just keeps pressing these advantages. This time it's a role reversal. m0NESY AWPing from short, Alexi entrenched. And plant now found. 4v4 retake on this A side of the map to close out this half. JL tagged crossing into Goose. Very late lurk on the cards for IEM. He'll be playing in a little bit later, but his teammates have to buy him time. JL and Wonderful strike while the iron's hot, and now this lurk from IEM was meant to get that much more impactful. m0NESY's holding for it, but a lot of time ticked off this bomb already, and Wonderful nailing his shots on the long cross. m0NESY just simply doesn't have the time to do anything here, and so NAVI saves some face. 3 rounds straight down the stretch, they'll get out with 4. Doing all he can to keep NAVI afloat, and he has. 3 rounds consecutively found for NAVI, save a lot of face and give them some breathing room here in this second half. NAVI have got Alexi to thank for this game still being winnable, but it's going to come down to the rest of the gang now. In this second half, you need an activation. Wonderful. Opens on the dualies. Alexi and him both fall in tandem. Falcons trying to brute force their way through this stack. And they will get that bomb across. Bit still fighting, but out on an island. And a 3v2 now dawns on the A side of the map. m0NESY faking the plant, hoping this draws a reaction out from NAVI. There is a kill available right now on JL. IEM with a big pickup. Low on health, 1 shot from death. JL finds 1 more. 1v1 for this pistol round. If NAVI can pick this up, this could be their second win, but it relies on IEM hitting an instantaneous headshot. He can't long this fight out at 5 HP. And the reposition from Tesses is perfect. IEM climbing up, moving in. Tesses should be able to piece this one together, and there's that 1 bullet needed to knock IEM out of the clutch.
Smoked out as they go up short.
I mean, because we know where this is ending up, we're going to watch Wonderful very keenly, and he will rotate back over towards his A side, posting himself up with the AWP. So open season on this AWP. Wonderful, right place, right time, deleted, first bullet.
That's insane from Tesses.
Now they're going to look to explode in on the back of this. IEM's taken the wind out their sails, but only for a moment. He'll get spammed trying to cross in. Better luck for Alexi, but only for a moment. Will make it across, does not survive long, neither do the rest of NAVI. And that was the all-important rifle round. That was where the comeback lived or died. NAVI falling down there leaves them with nothing.
And it's Falcons who smash them 11-4 with an eco. IEM made it top mid. But straight to the grave here for NAVI. Oh no. JL missed that entirely. How?
I'm worried he starts running. Oh wait. There it is.
Okay, at this point in the game, you go for the knife. You go for the knife.
There it is.
Just to still have something. Tessus, he won't shake your hand after, but it's okay. Nice catch. Tessus
gonna go to Alexi.
Needed that. Needed that. Finds it, but not enough.
Bomb has been planted.
And this is just a wash. 12-4 Falcons playing an incredible 90 minutes of Counter-Strike. (22-4) in the last 26 rounds.
And I think, you know, that's kind of what that Bucharest win, I think, instilled in Falcons a little bit, is the idea that they can do this, that they do have resilience. I think the timing matched up perfectly with m0NESY coming into the team as well, because, you know, if m0NESY joined this squad and everyone, not everyone, like most of the Falcons players are all a bit, you know, emo with some of the results that the squads have struggled to produce. That would have been one thing. Instead, he comes into a team that were 0-2 down back in Bucharest, had to go on this wild comeback. They go on to lift the trophy. Suddenly,
just ready to pop. Good block for NAVI, but the smoke's a bit weird. They can maybe get a kill over it. Ultimately, it's not going to stop Falcons regardless.
That block does not stop you. That's an invitation to go.
Oh.
Ema deleted, and it all starts to come unraveled now. No hope for NAVI, surely. Alexi doing what he can. That's been this story on Dust 2 all game long. But Alexi's efforts haven't been enough. Dead now as Nico finds it. m0NESY up there as well, and it is that duo. That GG twosome linking back up in the Falcons squad. You had m0NESY with a lights-out second map. The reason the comeback existed, Nico started the day strong, but they both end in fantastic form. And this is how it does look when that duo is delivering. They demolish NAVI on Dust 2. It is not even close.